What's up, guys? We're back again with the Fine Arts Center, Colton's computer, and today we're going to do a little bit of a continuation of last week. My thought process when editing an image, but today is mostly going to be about adding light leaks in Photoshop. Now, this is something that Instagram and a bunch of apps similar to Afterlight offer stock, but you don't have a whole lot of control, whereas in Photoshop, you can quite literally do anything you want to do. So today I'm just going to run through what I've done here. This is our original image. This is my focus more image, and I started out, let's go ahead and knock these off real quick. Started out just adding a little bit of a vignette. Then I added a curves adjustment layer, and in this curves, all I did was just another level of vignetting. Light decays, like we said in the inverse square law, so it actually helps if you vignette in multiple levels. Then I added, gonna skip that layer and that layer. I added a solid color layer that I just filled it with a color, put it on lighten, and that's gonna make everything that is lighter, everything that is darker than that color, light. It's gonna fill it with that color. If that didn't make sense, I'm gonna show you what happens. This is the normal layer at full opacity. Go into lighten, and what that lighten blend mode does, and it takes anything darker than that color and makes it that color. I'm going to knock it down because it looks rather horrible. You can do a similar effect with this one. I just like the red better. Then I added a kind of gradient feel here, and that's going to take our focus off of this dark area kind of, but also give us this kind of organic feel. Then I added some more solid color. It's kind of incredible what you can do with the brush tool, and these are just some color grading, focusing your eyes. But getting into the tutorial, you're going to add a curves adjustment layer, and you're going to take your green channel, and the opposite of green is magenta, so as you pull that down, it's going to get really funky. And you just want to pull that down a tasteful amount, possibly add some blue in there as well. Then you're going to Command I to get rid of it. Oh, and I also added a lens flare and then some difference clouds on our grass to give us some atmosphere. Okay, we're going to grab our brush tool and paint on our layer mask with white at 49% flow, 23% opacity, and you can kind of go wherever you want. It normally is going to occur around the sides, but you also have to be careful not to detract from where you're trying to focus your viewer's eyes on your subject. And so you may want to remove stuff that you've done like this. I'm going to boost the opacity of my brush. But you can quite literally just paint it in there, and it's going to start to burn the image some. I'm going to get rid of what I just did both times there and make it a more controlled kind of action along the side. Maybe you want to go a green one. You're going to add another curves adjustment layer. There's a shortcut to that, but it's not coming to me at the moment. And you're going to go into your green channel perhaps and your blue channel. And perhaps we want a little bit of, no, we don't want that. And we're going to invert that. And you can do all sorts of stuff, guys. It's really kind of Photoshop. It's kind of your liberty to do whatever you want to do. So our before and after, we just have a little bit more focused image and kind of a vintage stylized approach.